The step in the journey and how I ritualize my business is full of practical magic. And this magic is nature magic, the first and original magic that we experienced as humans thousands and thousands of years ago. And this is aligning with cycles and seasons. So, as you may have noticed, everything about ritualizing your business is about alignment. It's about truth and authenticity and flowing with what works best for you. And the seasons and your own personal cycle is a beautiful way to do this. The seasons, there are four, as we learned in, second grade. These seasons all have different energy. Spring is birth, rebirth, and a time to begin anew, a time to release projects, make connections, network, be social, get out there and experience so much energy. Summer is a time where you have the embodiment of this energy. Spring is a little bit higher. Summer is this like full fire energy. You're going to be doing more. You're going to have more energy. There's more daylight. There's more time to do things, and people are just buzzing. It's a great time to put yourself out there to really follow through on the energy and ideas that you had in spring. Bring them into full fruition, have the embodiment of this energy. Fall is a time where you release. You kind of come into a place where you're thinking, okay, things are falling away. Nature is slowing down. What do I need to get rid of? What do I need to complete? What needs to come to an end for me to be able to productively go into winter? This time is beautiful. It's etheric. It's full of magic. It's very psychic. It's ruled by Scorpio. And we also have Halloween. So when the veil is thin, we can dive deeper into our psyche, deeper into our soul, and deeper into our business in a place that we realize what is happening during this season and how can we best work with it. And winter. Winter is one of my favorite seasons for business because it is truly a time to rest, to reflect, to work on creative projects methodically and slowly, and to be slow. So many people get so worked up about the first of the year, about New Year's Day, about beginning anew. But how are you going to begin anew in the dead of winter when all of life around you is literally gone? And the things that are alive are barely surviving. They are conserving energy. They are keeping their energy within. I just don't feel energetically aligned at all to have so many New Year's resolutions, have all of these goals, launch all these programs, go hard on my business, and put so much energy out there. I want to conserve my energy. I want to keep it to myself. I want to make my magic happen in winter. You know how people say summer bodies are made in winter? Well, great businesses are also made in winter because you're just sitting with it. This is beautiful shadow work time. All of winter for me is shadow work. I start to get a little more energy towards the end. And when equinox happens in the middle of March and at the beginning of Aries season, I am ready to fucking rock. I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to hit it. And I have had so much time to build and to create these systems and to do the shadow work and to cut energetic ties and to do things that make me more available to my energy. It's like my energy is more bioavailable because I've done this work. Don't feel like you have to push yourself through winter. Don't feel like you have to launch everything and change your life at the first of the year. Please flow with your seasons and with what works best for you. Quarters are another aspect of cycles and seasons that apply to everybody. This is a beautiful container within which to grow, to allow your feminine to flow, and to understand how your business progresses over different parts of the year. Interestingly enough, the majority of the quarters are also the delineation lines for the seasons. So starting with January, this is the first quarter. January to March is when everything typically gets rolling again. We've had the hard reset of the fourth quarter ending at the end of December, at the end of the year. And in the beginning of a new year, we can start again with a new quarter. These 3-month chunks of time are beautiful because they can be individual. They can be individual aspects of your business entirely. You can put so much beginning and ending into each quarter. You can feel like you have a New Year's every time a new quarter begins. And this is also a way to help protect your energy, help give your energy a container to work within so that your feminine can flow and you're not just having this ongoing business strategy that never completes. I think the completion is a huge aspect of conserving and properly utilizing our energy. Energy is always here, right? The energy within us is always going to be there. Some days we're more tired than others. Some days we are just bursting with energy and can't contain ourselves. But when we feel like in our business, we have to just keep things going all throughout the year, that can be a really easy way to burn out. In my first company, I started a membership community called the Cosmic Collective. And while I loved it and it was my baby, and maybe you were in it, I felt after about a year and a half, I felt overwhelmed by the responsibility of an ongoing thing like that had no clear beginning, ending, or container to work within. And I realized that now when I'm building my next spiritual community with Love, Light, and Black Holes, check it out. I am going to do something totally different to help me conserve my energy, to help create more of a container for people to work within. So applying that same idea to your business, think about each quarter as an entire year within itself so that you can have a beginning and ending. You can have an idea come to fruition, launch it, and have it end within that same quarter. The energy is also going to change from quarter to quarter because we're also moving through different seasons. So as we move throughout the year, as we go from quarter to quarter, we're going from beginning stages to more mature, to crystallizing, and to wrapping things up with the fourth quarter. But like I said, you can also treat each quarter as in its entire system. So if you're launching courses, if you're working with clients, if you are setting goals, whatever it is that you're doing in your business, think about it having a clear ending too. Of course, your financials are going to be relevant throughout the whole 365 days in all 4 quarters. However, it's a really cool practice to start thinking about your business in chunks and being able to say, this quarter, I'm doing this. Next quarter, I'm going to shift gears and do something totally different so that your creativity stays alive, your vitality is lit, and you're having enough variety in your life that you're not only not getting bored, but you're not getting burnt out. The burnout is so very real for so many entrepreneurs because we're doing a lot of things alone. You're wearing so many hats throughout the day. You're answering emails, you're picking up the phone, you're making sales calls, you're also showing up for people who are engaging in your business. And this can just be exhausting. You can get to a point where you're like, I don't even want to do this anymore because it's so much work, and it's work that you don't want to be doing. Not that it's work taking away from your creativity, it's work taking away from your energy. So think about your quarters, like I said, in chunks and having a clear beginning and ending. And as you come to the end of the year, the final quarter, think about what financial goals you need to set and you need to meet your yearly goal each year. We're going to get more into setting goals and reaching them with manifestation and sex magic. But until then, your financials, again, like I said, in the energetics portion are so important. They're important to look at, they're important to understand, and they're important to go towards and not pretend like they aren't there, because bypassing isn't going to do anything for everybody, especially not your bank account. So as you come to the end of the year, maybe you have really cool offers that you save for the end just to have that final push and to have that creative outlet. each quarter can have a different creative outlet, a different goal, a different meeting thing that you do, or something that comes from deep within that you really want to put out into the world. This is such a great way to break up your business, to keep things moving, and to keep things exciting. In addition, and in amplification of these seasons, we as women, if you are a bleeding woman, if you are a man, you still have these energetic cycles. But as a bleeding woman, we also experience the seasons within 28 days. Spring, summer, winter, and fall. All of them happen within the 28-day cycle of our period. Menstruation is a powerful tool to understand how your energy works, how your creativity is most amplified, and when to slow down and rest. Ritualizing your business isn't about being fucking hard. It's not about hustling. It's about flowing and relaxing. So, from day 1 through 7 of your menstruation is when you're bleeding. If you don't bleed for all 7 days, you're still in that yin mode. This is your winter. This is your energetic personal winter, a time to reflect, to rest, to do shadow work, and to just be slow. The next 7 days are your follicular. This is spring. This is birthing. This is having your energy return and feeling alive, feeling like you can actually go out there and get shit done finally. Because that time when you're in your winter can be truly traumatizing if you push yourself through it. And as working in, corporate world for a very long time, you might be really burnt out on having to push through your bleeding, and it's just not fun. So give yourself permission to rest so that in the days after your bleed, you can have this return of energy, of life and vitality. This is the time to build things, to start new projects, and to lay the groundwork for what will mature throughout the month. Day 14 through 28 is your ovulation, and this is my favorite time. I'm ovulating right now, just to be super transparent with you, and I'm recording this now very intentionally. I schedule things while I'm ovulating that I know will require a lot of energy, a lot of attention, and a lot of creativity. This doesn't mean that you can't do things the rest of the month. Do whatever you want. However, knowing when you're ovulating and scheduling things that require the most energy during that time are just going to amplify the energy that you have for the rest of the month. You're not going to be pushing through making a recording while you're bleeding, because if you don't feel good, then your energy is going to be low and down and you're just going to be out of it. So this is your summer. This is your full embodiment of everything that you've been working for the previous couple weeks. You're social, you're flirty, you have tons of energy, there's this burst. And I find personally, I'm pretty psychic while I'm ovulating. I'm pretty sure that is definitely a thing, but use this energy to your advantage. And day 21 through 28 is your fall. This is where things are coming to a close. You're getting ready to go into menstruation, but you're also deeply in manifestation. So this is like the full moon of things. You are releasing, everything is illuminated. You have come to fruition with your ideas. You're an idea machine. You might be feeling really creative and just ready to get things done and out there before you go into your winter and menstruate again. So again, whether you're a man or a menstruating woman, it doesn't matter. If you flow through your energy and decide how best to use that properly throughout the month, you're going to be much better off for it. You're going to be ritualizing your business in a way that is so specific to you and how you flow. So think about this, start tracking it. And if you want to use your Magic of Eye calendar to do that we talked about in the Cosmic Connection episode, then that is perfect for you, because you will be able to see what's happening on one page. This is my favorite part of ritualizing your business. Sure, the stars are incredible and working with the cosmos is great. Having the shadow work is super, super deep, but I have gotten to know and love myself so much better because I've had this experience of aligning with my cycles, of flowing with the season, and especially of not pushing through winter in a way that is masculine when winter is a very feminine and yin time. So, again, your permission slip is in your PDF. It is a blank check for whatever you want to use it for. And I hope that you use it for aligning with your own cycles. Ritualizing your business isn't about push, it's about flow, and it's about practical magic that you can use daily.